In this video, I'll guide you through how to use the Pages and Screens report in Google Analytics 4. This report is one of the most useful places to understand which pages or app screens your visitors are actually spending time on and how they're engaging with your content. We'll move step by step through the interface, so even if you're new to Google Analytics 4, you'll be able to follow along comfortably. First, open your browser and go to analytics.google.com. If you're not already signed in, log into the Google account that has access to your analytics property. Once you're in, make sure you're looking at the correct account and property for the website or app you want to analyze. You can change this from the drop-downs at the top of the screen if needed. Taking a second to confirm you're in the right place helps avoid confusion later on, especially if you manage multiple sites. Now that you're in the right property, look over to the menu on the left-hand side of the screen. Today, I'll show you how to get to the main reporting area where most of your insights live. From that left-hand menu, click on Reports. This is the primary hub in Google Analytics 4 where you'll find your standard reports, including traffic acquisition, user behavior, and of course the pages and screens we're focusing on in this tutorial. When you click Reports, the menu will expand and you'll see several sections grouped by themes such as lifecycle and user. I'm going to walk you through how to navigate this structure so you can quickly reach the engagement data you need. In the lifecycle section, find and click on Engagement. The lifecycle group is organized around how users discover your site or app, how they behave, and what actions they take. So engagement is where analytics collects all the information about what people actually do once they arrive. After you click Engagement, you'll see a list of related reports. This is where you'll find events, conversions, and, importantly for us, pages and screens. I'll show you the easiest way to open the specific report we want. From the engagement area, click on Pages and Screens. This will open a detailed table showing all the individual pages on your website or screens in your app, along with key metrics for each one. Once you're in the Pages and Screens report, take a moment to look over the layout. At the top, you'll usually see a date range selector. You can adjust this to focus on a specific period, like the last 7 days, last 28 days, or a custom range that fits your reporting needs. Setting an appropriate date range helps you compare performance over time or focus on recent changes. Below that, you'll see a table listing each page or screen. Typical columns might include views, users, average engagement time, and events. Views tell you how often each page or screen was seen, while average engagement time gives you a sense of how long users are actively interacting with that content. This combination helps you quickly identify your most popular and most engaging pages. You can also use the search bar above the table to find a specific page by its URL or title, which is helpful for large sites. Sorting by different columns, such as views or engagement time, can help you spot top performers or underperforming pages that might need optimization. And that's it for accessing and using the Pages and Screens report in Google Analytics 4. By going to analytics.google.com, opening reports on the left, navigating to the engagement section under Lifecycle, and clicking Pages and Screens, you can quickly get a clear picture of how each part of your site or app is performing.